whose profile, not named Brock Purdy, for the 49ers could go through the roof?
Ooh.
With a monster game.
Brandon Aiyuk.
Really?
Brandon Aiyuk.
You think he's got the personality to pop like that too?
He's got a sneaky personality, but I'm just thinking in terms of money.
Okay. Oh, you mean money. I meant more like media profile.
Oh, well, even nationally, I think Brandon Aiyuk would get a lot of love in terms of the hierarchy of wide receiver play. Think about how they talk about CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
How they talk about Mike Evans. You know, the top receivers in the game, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Aiyuk balls out, and quietly, they'll talk about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and Tyreek Hill. That second tier, they're going to start talking about Aiyuk. And they're going to talk about that draft class like, boy, Justin Jefferson cleared away, best receiver in that draft class. Oh, look at CeeDee Lamb. Oh, my gosh. Then you got to talk about Brandon Aiyuk. You're not going to talk about Michael Pittman Jr., not going to talk about Henry Ruggs or Jerry Jeudy or Jalen Reagor or Chase Claypool. Brandon Aiyuk will be brought up. I think Brandon Aiyuk could gain a lot from having a monster game. Now, I could be wrong, and, I just believe Aiyuk could. I don't know if he's on that profile yet. I don't know if he's on that platform nationally in terms of being a big-time player. Now, the catch last week was unbelievable. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, the Ladybug catch. But, boy, Brandon Aiyuk could be a household name, I believe, with a monster game.
See, I was thinking about Whitworth for the Rams, and this is going a little, under the radar.
Just media stuff?
Yeah, Whitworth's profile after winning that Super Bowl kind of went through the roof, and everybody was pulling for him. I felt like last year, because of the Kelsey connection, right. Jason Kelsey's profile went through the roof, right? And obviously, having the podcast with his brother, the Taylor Swift thing, it's gone to a whole nother level. But, Jason Kelsey was not someone that I thought of regularly 5 years ago. And now I think of him a lot. Now,
what about Fred Warner?
Well, that's why I was going Trent Williams. That's where I was going. I was going offensive lineman. Guy who's been in the game for a long, long time. He's got kind of a sneaky personality to begin with. I think he's very funny. He's gregarious. I was thinking more Fred Warner, not Kittle. Not Fred Warner. I was thinking more Trent Williams than Fred Warner.
Right.
Not Kittle, because I think Kittle's already kind of known. And I don't know. Is there room for another quirky, wacky tight end? We've already got Gronk. We've already got Kelsey.
Yeah, Kittle's there already. Kittle's there. Trent Williams would be interesting. Trent Williams, Fred Warner, it'd be interesting. It's a good question. Who can gain the most media-wise? I didn't think about it like that, but, I don't see Brandon Aiyuk being a media member once his career is over. I'm just talking about just within the game and within football fans.
I think,
because even when we had the discussion about Brandon Aiyuk being a number one receiver, and that he could be 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, whatever it is. But just the fact that we were having that dialogue about Brandon Aiyuk, we really didn't know, is he this special? Is he this good? Okay, he had 1,000 yards, but you played 17 games. But he backed it up. And when you think about the offense baked into it, everybody thinks of Brock Purdy, McCaffrey, get the ball around to the weapons. But nobody really talks about Brandon Aiyuk.
That's a good point.
Nobody talks about him, man. And his target rate compared to other top wide receivers, you look at the target share. He's at the bottom of the list.
I know.
He doesn't get a lot of targets, but he maximizes them.
Yeah, he does.
So I think if he has a big game against L'Jarius Sneed, McDuffie, and this Kansas City secondary, everybody's going to be like, boy, you have to pay Brandon Aiyuk. I think there's still some Niner fans, still question whether or not you need to pay Brandon Aiyuk.
Well, I think Debo bakes into that equation where a lot of people see Debo, and I think his impact feels, I don't know, you could see it more just because it's such a physical way of playing, and he's somebody you have to watch on the screen at all times, Deebo Samuel. Where's he at? Where's he moving? Where's he lined up in this position? Are they going to hand it to him? Are they going to flip it to him? Are they going to throw it to him? And then once he gets the ball, then the action starts.
Yep.
And he's going to run through somebody. I do feel like Aiyuk gets lost in that shuffle.
Now, commercial-wise, Brock Purdy's going to get a lot of commercials. I think Chris McCaffrey will get commercials. George Kittle will get commercials. Debo will probably get commercials.
Well, this is where I think
Bosa,
not having Talanoa Hufanga out there, I think he was a guy that I think could be very big in terms of profile. The flowing hair, the Polynesian background. I think all of that is very, and he's just a very charismatic guy. When you see him take his helmet off and he's talking, I don't know, I really like the person.
Yeah. No, I like Hufanga a lot. We miss him. We miss him tremendously.
Oh, we miss him big time.
Tremendously. About Nick Bosa, though, because he's got the skims with Kim Kardashian. Bosa has a 3-sack game, multiple hurries, multiple pressures.
Think about a few years ago, Aaron Donald was in a lot of commercials. Remember those invisible commercials where he was invisible? He was in a lot of them. And I don't know. He didn't strike me as a big personality. He's just a monster and a great player. So I don't think Bosa has to have a huge personality to get over on an audience that way. But he's got a name that's very recognizable.
Yeah, and he's got the Skims.
The Bosa name is recognizable.
He takes that picture with Kim Kardashian after the game.
That Skims.
Skims, baby.
Bonte and I talked to him about it when you were out that one day.
Oh, what did he say?
He's all in. Hey, he said he was doing contract negotiations. He's like, hey, might as well make some extra money in New York while I'm here. Do a photo shoot.
I mean,
smart.
Not mad at him.
That's why he was in New York, not to talk to Robert Saleh and the Jets. Remember that? He's in New York. He's trying to orchestrate a trade with the Jets.
Was that
no? Actually, he was taking photos for Skims.
People were tracking his flight. Remember that?
Oh my!
Same guy was tracking his flight to Vegas. No one cared.
Taylor Swift just had to do a cease and desist. Their lawyers to whoever was There was a social media person tracking celebrity flights, and they were tracking Taylor Swift like all around the world. They're like, leave me the hell alone.
That is a little weird. David Lombardi was doing that with the tracking flights.
Everyone's got to take a deep breath.
Come on, we're out
Can
here.
We take a deep breath?
Oh, my God.
Well, he was tracking his own flight. That's a little different than trying to follow someone else's flight.
It was a little strange.
And I was
ask
worried.
me.
I was trying to track the logic on some of his reaches.
I'm on standby now.
Armstrong.
I'm on standby now. Hey, folks, let us know I'm on the flight now.
Stretch Armstrong over there. This reminds me of the 1971 San Francisco Giants. What the hell are you talking about, dog? It's 2024. This is football.
Andy Reid says Eric Bieniemy came in to talk to the offensive players ahead of the AFC Championship game. Eric Bieniemy now without a job as an OC. You talk about making lateral moves. Poor guy. Poor guy goes to Washington. Even the Raiders passed him up. They say, well, now we'd rather have Legacies.